Hello and welcome to History Sleep Stories. Tonight, we journey back in time to explore one of the greatest civilizations in world history, ancient Rome. Our story begins in a land filled with myths, legends, and incredible people who laid the foundation for a city that would one day rule a vast empire. This is the story of ancient Rome's early days, the founding of a city, and the rise of the Roman kingdom. Our tale starts in the year 753 BCE, almost 2,800 years ago, when two brothers, Romulus and Remus, were said to be the legendary founders of Rome. According to the story, the twins were born to the princess Rhea Silvia and the god Mars, the god of war. When they were babies, they were left to die by the river Tiber, but were saved and raised by a she-wolf who cared for them. As they grew older, Romulus and Remus decided to build a city. However, they argued over where to build it. Eventually, Romulus killed his brother Remus and named the new city Rome after himself. Though this story blends myth and history, it sets the scene for Rome's beginnings. The city was built on 7 hills beside the river Tiber, a strategic location for trade and defense. The river provided water, and its banks offered fertile land for farming. As Rome grew, it was ruled by kings. This period is known as the regal period, lasting from 753 BCE to 509 BCE. There were 7 legendary kings, each bringing new advancements to the city. The first king, Romulus, is credited with creating the Roman Senate, a council of elders who advised the king. The second king, Numa Pompilius, is remembered for establishing Rome's religious traditions and calendars, bringing peace and order. Over time, other kings contributed to Rome's growth. For example, Uncus Marcius, the 4th king, built Rome's first bridge crossing the Tiber River called the Pons Sublicius, and he founded the Roman port city of Ostia, which would become crucial for trade. The 5th king, Tarquinius Priscus, built Rome's first sewer system, the Cloaca Maxima, and began constructing temples and public buildings. The last king, Lucius Tarquinius Superbus, was a harsh ruler who ruled with cruelty and ignored the Roman Senate. His reign led to anger and unrest among the people and the noble families of Rome. This sparked a major change. In 509 BCE, the Roman people, led by Lucius Junius Brutus, overthrew the monarchy and created a new form of government known as the Roman Republic. The Republic was designed to prevent any one person from having too much power, learning from the mistakes of the kings. In the Republic, power was shared between elected leaders called consuls and the Senate. Every year, 2 consuls were elected to rule together and check each other's power. The senators were influential men from noble families who advised the consuls and helped create laws. This early republic faced many challenges, including threats from neighboring tribes and the need to organize its people under this new system. However, the change from kings to a republic marked the beginning of Rome's journey to becoming a powerful and advanced civilization. Many important traditions and institutions began during this pivotal period. For instance, Rome's early laws and political customs laid the groundwork for what would become Roman law and governance, influencing future societies worldwide. With the fall of the monarchy in 509 BCE, Rome entered a new era known as the Roman Republic. This system was built to avoid the concentration of power in one ruler and made way for elected officials to govern the city and its expanding territories. The Republic had a complex but carefully balanced system of government that included the Senate, consuls, and popular assemblies. Rome was ruled by 2 consuls elected every year who held executive power and military command. The Senate, initially a council of noble elders, advised the consuls and eventually grew into a powerful political body guiding Rome's policies. Alongside these were popular assemblies, where Roman citizens voted on laws and elected officials. Over time, Rome developed a layered magistracy system including tribunes to represent the common people and other officials handling finances, public works, and law enforcement. The Republic faced many struggles, both inside and outside Rome. Internally, Rome wrestled with class conflicts between the patricians, the wealthy and noble families, and the plebeians, the common people. Through a series of political reforms, plebeians gained more rights, including the establishment of the tribune of the plebs, who had the power to veto unjust laws. Externally, Rome's power was tested by constant warfare. Early on, they fought neighboring Latin tribes and Etruscans. The most devastating early event was the sack of Rome by the Gauls in 390 BCE, which deeply scarred Roman memory and motivated military reforms. Rome also expanded through the Samnite Wars, fighting tribes in southern Italy, leading to Roman dominance over the entire Italian peninsula by 338 BCE. This expansion was supported by building a network of roads, such as the famous Via Appia, helping move troops and trade. The Republic's most significant wars were the Punic Wars against Carthage, a powerful city in North Africa. These wars, fought from 264 to 146 BCE, were intense and shaped Rome's future as a Mediterranean power. The First Punic War secured Sicily as Rome's first overseas province. The Second Punic War is famous for the Carthaginian general Hannibal crossing the Alps with elephants to invade Italy. Despite Hannibal's victories, Rome eventually defeated Carthage, leading to Carthage's destruction in the Third Punic War. Alongside military conquests, Rome developed important legal codes. The 12 Tables, created around 450 BCE, were Rome's first formal laws, inscribed publicly so that all could see. These laws covered property, family, crime, and civil rights, laying the groundwork for Roman law renowned for centuries. The Republic also saw the rise of powerful generals and politicians, sometimes bringing it to the edge of collapse. Julius Caesar was one such figure, a brilliant general and politician who expanded Rome's territory greatly, notably by conquering Gaul, modern France. His increasing power worried the Senate, and in 44 BCE, he was assassinated on the Ides of March to prevent him from becoming a dictator. Caesar's death triggered civil wars, ending the Republic's stability. His adopted heir Octavian, later Augustus, emerged victorious in the final battle at Actium in 31 BCE, defeating Mark Antony and Cleopatra. This victory led to Octavian becoming the first Roman emperor, marking the end of the Republic and the beginning of the Roman Empire. After the Republic ended, Rome's history entered a new phase under Emperor Augustus, who ruled from 27 BCE to 14 CE. Augustus established the Roman Empire, creating a strong central government and military to control a vast territory stretching from Britain to Egypt. Augustus brought peace and stability in a time known as the Pax Romana, or Roman peace, lasting around 200 years. During this time, the empire expanded its borders and flourished culturally and economically. The empire built magnificent architecture, such as the Pantheon, Roman baths, extensive roads, and the famous Colosseum. Life in Rome and across the empire improved with better trade, safer travel, and increased cultural exchange. Rome's emperors like Tiberius, Claudius, and Trajan expanded boundaries and implemented social reforms. Roman law became more systematized, and Latin culture spread throughout the empire. By the late 2nd century, Rome began to face serious problems. Political instability grew with frequent changes of emperors and internal power struggles. Economic difficulties, such as inflation and heavy taxes, weakened the empire. External pressures also increased with invasions by Germanic tribes. The 3rd century was marked by crisis civil wars, invasions, and a plague. Emperor Diocletian divided the empire into eastern and western halves for better management. His reforms temporarily stabilized the empire. Later, Emperor Constantine, early 4th century CE, embraced Christianity, which would become the empire's dominant religion, changing Roman culture forever. Constantine also founded a new capital city called Constantinople in the east. Despite these efforts, the Western Roman Empire weakened and eventually fell in 476 CE when the Germanic chieftain Odoacer deposed the last Roman emperor, Romulus Augustulus. Though the Western Roman Empire fell, the Eastern Roman Empire, known as the Byzantine Empire, survived for nearly 1,000 more years. Ancient Rome's legacy endured in law, governance, language, Latin, architecture, engineering, and culture. Roman contributions shaped modern Western civilization deeply. Roman law influences many legal systems today. Latin evolved into Romance languages, and Roman architectural styles inspire buildings worldwide. The history of ancient Rome is a testament to human achievement, resilience, and change. From a small city on 7 hills to a vast empire, Rome's story remains one of the most fascinating chapters in history. Good night from History Sleep Stories. Till then, sleep well, and don't forget to subscribe us.